Hi guys, it's Jennifer Chadwick and I'm back again with another oily video. So today I wanted to talk about a great blend called Purification. I know it's going to be backwards. So Purification is a blend that has lemongrass, rosemary, melaleuca, myrtle, and citronella. And this blend we like to use to purify things. Think purify the air, you could purify your skin, you could help just odors of any kind. If you had a stinky dog, laundry, garbage disposals, you could put a couple drops in water and freeze it. Make ice cubes and put those ice cubes down your garbage disposal. If someone had a bug bite, we might put a couple drops on the bug bite. That'd be a great way to help purify that. I put this in my diffuser and it smells wonderful if you have a strong odor in your house. We make a bug spray. I like to get these glass bottles. I usually get, I believe it comes case 12 from Amazon, and they're not very expensive. You add just about all the way to the top with water. Then I add just a couple drops of witch hazel, and then I'll add about 10 to 15 drops of purification. What happens with the witch hazel is the witch hazel and water mix, and purification can bind to the witch hazel scientifically, and that causes that oil and water then to be able to mix. Otherwise, the oil would sit at the top and you would just have to shake it really good every single time, and you may not get a very good mixed ratio when you apply to the skin. You can apply this to your pets. You could put a couple drops in your hand, kind of make a well, mix your fingers, kind of dip it in, and then fluff it through their fur, or even just put a couple drops on their belly and work it in to help get rid of fleas and ticks. Or we make what's called a stinky dog spray, kind of the same premise, and spray it on the dog. We have a long-haired border collie, and I used to use the store-bought flea and tick drops, and when he saw me get those out, he would actually run and hide from me. And I think it just makes me wonder if those maybe burned his skin, because he's a really obedient dog and he just didn't like them. He likes the essential oils. So the key, if you're going to use them on your animals, is to be proactive and try to get them on them before you have a problem. If you have a problem with fleas and ticks, it's a little harder to get rid of them. I will use the Thieves Household Cleaner, the concentrate, and mix it up really strong and bathe him in that first, and maybe do that once or twice. Make sure then to spray the bedding really good with like the Thieves cleaner, maybe even like this spray. Just clean the house really well. I will use a purification, baking soda, and a little bit of salt on the carpets to make sure there's no fleas, flea eggs, things like that. And then let that set overnight, and then vacuum everything up, and just keep doing things like that, and then use that on him, because we live out in the country and things are bound to happen. So that is purification. Put it in the dryer, put it in the washer, cotton balls in the bottom of your garbage can. It's just a really nice smell. So also, University of Kansas has done some studies where things like the lemongrass, the melaleuca, and the citronella are just as powerful as DEET and safer at repelling fleas, mosquitoes, and ticks. So we really take that serious, and that's good to know. The next one is Digize. Digize means digestion. This is a great digestion support. This one has tarragon, juniper, anise, ginger, fennel, patchouli, peppermint, and also has lemongrass. So your bottle in your kit might have been white, the Vitality Blend. Again, with FDA compliancy, we can only label for internal use or external use. So if you got a white one, it's going to be the same exact oil as if you got a colored label, and vice versa. We can just label them for one use only. So for FDA compliancy, I'm going to talk about how to use it internally or externally, but they're the same oil. So if you have any questions and it gets confusing, please just reach out to me and I will help decipher that a little bit more. So Digize helps support a healthy digestion. And what does that mean? If you were hit with a digestion issue, like think something hard and fast, and it was making you really not feel well, you could use this. We apply it topically, starting kind of right under your rib cage, maybe 2 or 3 drops. I like to rub down because you want things moving down and out, not up. So recently my little guy, he's almost 3, was hit with something and it was coming up and not out. And I applied this. I did it every 10 minutes, and after the 3rd dose, he was done. And he was the only person in the house that got it. He was up and running and asking to eat breakfast. And usually when somebody is hit really hard with a digestion issue like that, I usually try to wait at least 12 hours, but because he was doing so well, I went ahead and let him eat, and it was good. So this is a lifesaver in a house full of, especially children. You just really, really, really want to use something like this, or have, you know, this handy, because it really helps support a healthy digestion that way. Any type of tummy upset, if you eat something too much, or, you know, sometimes you just have that gurgly belly feeling, this helps. So we use this quite a bit. If you have a digestion issue where you go too much or not enough, this could be your friend. If you travel abroad or you travel often and sometimes things just get out of balance, this is your friend. You can even make this into a tea with some warm water and honey, and you want to use the Vitality blend if you're going to take it internal, because that's what that is, FDA is for. They tell us we have to use Vitality for internal. Or you could put it in a gel capsule. Again, Young Living sells the gel capsules, or I believe a health food store probably sells them. They're those little pop-apart empty capsules. You'd put 2 to 3 drops in, you close them till they click, then you take it internal. If you have an ongoing digestion issue, something that has been going on for a while, you would probably want to take it internal, because you want to get it down into your stomach or your intestines. You want to get it down to the root of the problem so it can kind of open up and get where it needs to go. A healthy cell regeneration cycle is, I believe, 7 months. So it's not going to be necessarily an overnight success. It may take a while, but you want to keep going, because you will be really satisfied with the end results, because this really is a powerhouse digestion support, and it really can do a lot. And there are some other things you could add into the regimen that may help, things like Life 9, Essential Zymes, and things like that that Young Living sell, that could help support a healthy digestion. But this would be the good place to start, because it came in your kit. Now, sometimes this smell is not a pleasing smell. Sometimes people are kind of put off because it is a stronger smell. So this could be one you could put on the bottom of your feet. Again, all of your system organs are tied in to the bottom of your feet in pressure points. Scientifically is proven. So you could put this on the bottom of your feet, or your child's foot, or whoever needs that support. And in our house, we would put it on the bottom of their foot, and then maybe put some white cotton socks on, and then put them to bed to rest, or maybe at nighttime. If you needed the ongoing support, again, you want to take it with the Vitality line internal. But if it was like a quick fast, something you needed done, put them to bed, because they don't need to be in general population. They need to be kind of isolated and resting. So you could do that. Or if it was a pregnant person, maybe that they needed just a little bit of digestion support because they weren't feeling well, you could put it on the bottom of their feet. Sometimes the sense of smell is heightened during pregnancy. So also, every oil, doesn't just do one purpose, because they've got many different purposes. They kind of overlap each other. And again, Digize also, if you do scientific research and things like that really interest you, there's a Dr. Oliver Wenker, Wenker. He does something called brain mapping, where if you search on YouTube, he'll put electrodes on the brain, and he actually has a screen, and he'll show you as he smells the different Young Living oils. Digize actually has the ability to activate the whole entire brain. So this is a good oil. I like to smell this one every single day because I figure, hey, if there's an oil that's going to help me use my brain better, why not use it? So if you do a job that requires a lot of thinking, if you've got students, maybe test taking, things like that, this may be a good one for them to put in like a diffuser necklace or maybe smell before their test. So Digize. And those are the 2 oils that I wanted to cover today. I hope you guys are doing well. Again, don't hesitate if you have questions. Please feel free to reach out and ask. I'm here for you. And please, again, feel free to share this video or let me know what oils you're diffusing. I would love to be able to just talk with you guys. Hope you're doing well. Bye-bye.